just shared it.
It should be up to the Juett while we're on the show.
I agree.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Actually,
You're now recording.
recording?
I'm feeling.
Oh, we were
like-
gonna record this?
I don't think I can do it
Is it
today,
gonna be
Andy.
on TV?
I don't think I could do it today, Andy. I'm not gonna be able to do it, Andy.
Sexpotcomedy.com
I'm not gonna be able to do it. Can't do it.
Jay, is that right?
Sexpotcomedy.com/J.A.G.U.A.R morning show.
Not Ben J.A.G.U.A.R.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be something. Yeah, no, there's no like crazy bass.
Can't do it, Andy.
Hey,
Talk me down, Andy.
You can do it, Jay. You can
Talk
do
me
it.
down, Andy.
When you ask you about, we'll ask for your show at some point.
Talk me down, Andy.
But you just have to give the information. We can't tell people to go. Okay, we're almost done.
Great.
Okay, I've got my underwear rolled up,
Any
Andy.
specific camera work you guys want me to get today? Any specific
I think
elbows?
the
No,
bits
but
where we
I'm
you can
opening
see
up-
us
I'm
locking
opening up
into
the
our
space.
individuals, and you're going back and forth when one of us
It's a
is
really
doing
good
something
idea, Jay,
dumb
from there.
and one of us is
It's a
talking.
really good idea. I mean, I handle the
I'm always
views,
locked on
they
that.
handle the switcheroos, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
don't
got you.
train and
That's
they
a really
I
good
do-
idea.
You know what I mean?
I
Frame me,
feel
don't
uncomfortable
shame
when you go too into my crotch and I'm too revealed.
I don't. I
I
want
like
more
it
than
all
that.
like that.
I want
I'm
more.
letting you
Oh
figure it out.
God!
Yeah, I missed the beginning, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, we're close. We're close.
You still bug?
I don't know.
What just happened? That's okay. That's
It's okay. You're wearing soft sole shoe.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
Sometimes you just have a Crayola crown on your. You just have a Crayola crown. Okay. Talk me down, Andy. Okay. Okay.
Jay, this is
scared.
live TV. There's 100% consequences at all
Oh my
times.
god, oh my god.
Oh my
How
God.
many people are watching? Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Oh
Who's
my
watching
god,
at
it's the very
home?
first episode.
Oh my God. Who's watching at home?
Oh my god,
Oh
Andy.
my,
Oh my god,
my,
Andy.
my,
I
oh
can't
my
do it,
God.
Andy.
It's
I
the
can't
J.A.G.U.A.R
do it,
Morning
Andy.
Show
I
premiere.
can't do it,
Denver
Andy.
Open Media.
I
Why is it a
can't do
premiere?
it.
We don't know. We've had 28 shows here, but now we're live every day.
Woo!
It's Tuesdays and Thursdays. You're on Denver Open Media, Xfinity F57, your CenturyLink 8809, or maybe, just maybe, you were listening to like some chill program on the radio at 104.7 FM, and then this happened, and you're wondering why we're yelling at you.
J.A.G.U.A.R brings you so many options. Morning shows nowadays are in very limited format. J.A.G.U.A.R expands out to fill the whole GD universe.
Yes, because we're all out here, we're trying to bring it in here, but we can still be out here while being here. We just have to want it bad enough to be both places at one time. So now we're going to get into a full 30-minute workout. For those of you listening on the radio, we're going to try to describe our movements so you can really feel it, and do maybe a car workout if you're listening on the radio.
And if I had to use one word to describe our movements, it would be life.
And ladies and gentlemen, she needs no introduction,
Yes.
but we have a special workout friend today. She is our #1 fitness expert. Elise Kerns joins us.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Expert, great.
Yes.
Comedian and fitness expert Elise Kerns. She is here to join us in a full body workout.
I can't wait to hold my stomach in for the next 30 minutes.
Yes,
You
It's
and me
gonna be
both.
good.
Yes, and if you're in the radio at 104.7 listening in the car right now, just start breathing through your pubis. That's where I begin.
Yeah, in through the mouth, down, circulated around the pubis, and then back out through the mouth. That is #1 rule of the J.A.G.U.A.R circular breathing methodology.
It's just like how a whale breathes, except instead of the blowhole, we're going to be dealing with a pubis. So,
Every night when I go to bed, I just dream of my pubis. I think of my pubis, all about the pubis. So yes.
and
yes.
that's part of why she's #1,
Yeah,
guys.
obviously.
Elise is going to be joining us, and we've got Denise and the gang right here. Boy, oh boy, it's going to be a morning to remember.
Boy, we are phasing in. You know, we are zoomed in. They want a lot of us today. Denver came in and they said, "Come on."
It's coming in tight. We don't
coming
even need
tight.
to see the other people.
No.
These ladies are X'd out because we're bringing such a hot
Oh.
workout right now.
Oh,
Just,
she's.
I want to see this one for sure because of the inspiration for every hour.
Yeah, that's a
of
nice-
work
that's
the
a nice
rest of
cut,
forever.
yeah.
That is lovely.
I
Make sure
wish-
you're smiling.
I wish there was a man equivalent where I could just shred this part of my chest and just show a little bit of that top chest hair, not because of any reason other than I feel good.
I love to show my top chest hair as well. Look good, feel good. That's what I say in the mornings.
Yes.
Oh,
Chest hair is really the best way.
That is right.
Elise touches on something so important. You just want to feel comfortable, guys. And this show, if you're just joining us, TV or radio, this is like your first peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a revelation you can't go back on once you've experienced it. And now we want you to have a catharsis every Tuesday and Thursday.
But remember, if you eat too much peanut butter, it's going to lock your jaws together.
Have you ever had that, Elise?
I have had lockjaw before, but not from the peanut butter.
Whoa, you got bit by a bat or something?
Yes.
I've been there. I think we've all been there. This is Denver, Colorado. If you're not getting bit by a bat, you're not playing the game right.
Okay.
Get down to Broadway. Get bit by a bat. I'm not supposed to do a call to action, but I am saying get yourself bit by a bat.
Jay, there can be a call to action because that's not a piece of commerce. That's just
you can just get attacked by a wild animal. Denver, get yourself attacked by a wild animal.
Provoke an animal, but not in a way that's going to harm that animal, in a way that's going to test you, and you might learn something about yourself.
That is right. Battle nature. Man versus nature is one of the top storytelling modes. Here's the thing.
Oh wait,
I don't
now it's
want
doing
you
a
to
step
question
and
it. I don't want you to question it. I want you to do it. I want you to feel it, okay? What is this move? Up. Up.
You know, I was watching Planet Earth last night, and bears. Have you guys ever seen bears, the way that they do this against trees? I feel like maybe we should do it real quick.
Oh, you want
To show everyone. It's a really get into it. It's like bears. It's like they do this against trees. It's real.
It feels good. It's good though. You get that bark scraping against you.
You
feel
can
nice.
feel it in your pubis if you rub hard enough.
It depends what area of the tree and yourself you're rubbing.
Now, for those of you listening on the radio, we do talk a lot about the pubis. So if you've been listening to some other commercial radio stations and been not getting enough pubis content, we are going to focus on your pubis while you drive.
That is right. And if you're saying you're driving in your car right now and you're saying, oh my goodness, I want to see these pubises. I want to be a part of this. You're going to want to go to Channel 57 on Comcast. You're going to want to go to, you could, if you wanted to, go to sexpotcomedy.com, and there you will find a live stream of this. You can chat with us. We can make a whole little magical thing happen, me and you.
I'd just like to do a shout out to my Lyft driver this morning, Mawson. He said he'd be listening, and thank you so much for being our first big listener on 104.7, Mawson.
I have had him before.
Have you?
Oh, for sure.
He's a good sweetheart.
There couldn't be more than one Mawson.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Highlander. A bunch of
Mawsons.
Mawsons. There used to be a lot, and then they just started fighting.
Oh, and then Trump tossed him, Jay. But Jay loves that.
No, this is more fake news.
Oh,
and
gosh!
That's why you're tuning in to the J.A.G.U.A.R morning show. You get both sides of the coin.
Oh,
the
my
correct
goodness.
side and Andy's side.
My
We're
goodness.
covering all of it. We're covering all of it.
It's a yin and a yang.
Okay. Oh, they're
A
doing
yin
a
and a
fun.
yang.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
guys.
a fun
Good
one.
one.
I can't even keep up with this today.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the thing. Tuesday mornings are such a hard time. That's why this is the most important exercise of the week.
Yeah, it's like the Bible says, Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock is the most important meal of the week. So that's why we started here, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we couldn't do this without you. We'd still be screaming, but you wouldn't be hearing it, and that wouldn't be exactly the same thing at all.
Yeah, if you just see us, we have so many cameras in the studio, you're going to see a lot of extra sensory, multiple projections, almost like you're in a daze of some sort of mescaline coffee cake you accidentally ate at your grandma's house because she thought it wasn't dosed. Because why would she? She's your grandmother.
Well, she's your GD grandmother, okay? You don't even,
She
you want to
doesn't
get out
do
there,
that.
call your grandmother and thank her, please. Okay, your grandmother is a beautiful person, okay? Your grandmother is the whole reason you exist. Your beauty is tied directly to your grandmother's.
My grandmother is dead.
Yeah, me too, but that's okay. We can let him live on in the J.A.G.U.A.R morning show.
I got a couple living ones, and boy, are they cranking it.
You
Hello,
know,
Grandma.
statistically, Tuesday mornings, like they're really important.
Yeah.
They're the most hungover day of the week. Most people, you
Interesting.
wouldn't imagine that. but
Service
it's
industry?
True. Yes, it is so. Last time I was here, I was very hungover. I had to run off stage to do the pukes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was a great episode. We
Hey,
bring
guys.
you everything you want. Everything you want. This show's for all the dead grandmas.
So
forgive
wet.
all the
It was a very wet high five.
Forgive all the
Oh,
over explanations,
yes, it
guys, but
was.
if you'd like to interact with
Sorry.
us, you can do that on our stream at JaguarMorningShow.com.
Yeah, and if you want to interact with your pubis, you can just do that on any street corner you
Yeah, and
want.
I think we
on
should
your own time.
activate the pubis a bit more than these women are doing. So as we're doing this, I want to see if a little bit more hip thrust.
Oh, you're
Yes.
saying put some wiggle in it.
Now we're getting
There you go.
somewhere.
I
This
don't
is
really
the-
feel, yeah.
This is the same thing that made Little Debbie such a popular
Snack cake?
maker. Was her,
Interesting.
Yeah.
She did this, but in the form of pastry and cream filling.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah,
That
and
is
Debbie,
enlightening.
You know she doesn't
you
even
were
make
right, though.
cakes anymore. She plays volleyball in
Oh yes,
Ohio.
And the thing is, you have to follow your passions. Don't get stuck. Just because you're a great cake maker, but if you feel like in your heart you could maybe be a great volleyball player, man, just do it. And that's what the Jaguar brings to you every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. right here.
Now these tight shots are tough because we got so many pubises per square inch on the screen.
Yeah.
But you're gonna want to release it, and you're
Yeah.
not gonna want to be shy about it. Okay? Look at what just happened. Look at these pubises.
We're doing a 6-to-1 pubic ratio, pubis ratio. A lot of TV programs are going to bring you a 2-to-1 ratio or even a 3-to-1 ratio on like a Malcolm in the Middle. But here at the Jaguar Morning Show, we're bringing you a 6 pubis sort of television program, and that's one of the ways where we're kind of just breaking outside the box.
Yeah, and if you're listening on the radio, you might want to call Denver Open Media and say, give these guys a full week, because you're going to want to hear this positivity while you're driving Lyft, while you're taking the kids to school, while you're going to work.
Let's say you're a school bus driver on a middle school route. The kids are going crazy. Kids are stone cold animals these days. Put the Jaguar headphones in, put some VR glasses on, and just tune out the world as you drive that school bus.
Totally.
You
I don't
pay too much attention.
want to over-sexualize Jay's pubis, but if you look close enough during this,
Zoom in, please zoom in on my
you
pubis.
can see his panties.
And the thing is, we're gonna run a guess. I want you to zoom in on the pubis, and we're gonna do a guess. The first person to guess the color and texture of my panties will be mailed them I will put them in an envelope
Yes.
today.
So head over to JaguarMorningShow.com, click on the video, you can watch us on the stream, and you can literally type us messages right now. You're going to want to do that with
You're gonna want to do it. Remember, get those guesses in. You're gonna want to receive my panties in the mail. Hey, America, how many of my panties do you have? 0? Get in the GD comments, and you comment, and I'll send you my panties in the mail.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of what you want with your life. If you think you're not ready, I would just warn you, you're about to be challenged, you are ready. You're going to get released on this show emotionally and physically all morning.
I've never received any of Jay's items in the mail, and I will say that I am doing well. I'm doing just fine.
Oh, well, that's a little bit hurtful.
But think of how much better you could be doing if you had a pair of my
You know
panties.
what? Touche. Thank you for this.
Like, just because we're doing great doesn't mean you can't be doing just a little bit better if you got just certain morning hosts panties.
Oh wait,
in
we're back
envelope.
on this.
Oh yeah.
Now, I think you'll notice there
Oh.
really is a focus on pubis today, because look at how, it's just, they're showing as much as possible. You could still do that in the 90s.
Yeah, you could cut the waistline up here and just run just the smallest little sliver. And now I'm thinking about bringing in for myself a much smaller bottoms.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shoelace.
Over time, you'll see our shorts transform from like a Michigan Fab 5 baggy look that I've got, all the way up to just a almost dental floss thin pubis.
Yes, it's gonna definitely be more pubis than dental floss.
Yeah.
Go ahead and comment if you would like to see that. I will personally make you guys embroidered with your names.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
get
yeah.
out there.
Elise is here to hold us accountable as a fitness coach and a friend.
Because
Speaking of that, you guys are sweating way more than I've ever seen anyone sweat for such a light workout.
Listen,
Well-
the studio, she runs cool, but this studio is cooking at 157 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Right now. We are literally baking alive. If you spend more than 30 or 45 minutes in here, technically you come out of medium rare. Okay.
Now you may
Okay,
be saying to
that's your
yourself,
Pat your head.
what is the deal?
Oh, she's doing some fun stuff. She's throwing those elbows out. Ooh.
Elbows. Can we get some zoom in on the elbows, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, here they are.
Here they are.
And this is more. This has never been more important, because Obama had the fist bump, but now in this new administration, we're all about elbow bumps. So if you want to elbow bump your partner during the workout, you're gonna develop a callus of
Feel free
friendship.
to touch their pubis with your elbows. Never any other part of your body. You don't want to be touching someone else's pubis. Okay, that's their pubis,
Yeah,
not your
that's-
pubis.
Pubis
Yeah.
to elbow, pubis to elbow. You're gonna just want to keep that in mind, and it's fine. And you're gonna be all right. Hey, America, we're here to help you. Okay, we're here to help you. We're here to help you. It's right. We're here to
I
help
mean,
you.
I like the enthusiasm. I just don't see a pattern to what they're doing.
1, 2, 3, 4, and here.
Thank
And
you,
out.
Elise.
1, 2, 3, 4.
and
Latin movements.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Very Latin. She stopped.
See, I feel like
It's almost like a dab, but without the head dip.
It's a 90s dab.
It's a 90s dab.
It's a pre-dab dab.
It's
It's a
just-
pre-9/11 dab.
Lou Dobbs is somebody that I think we could all get behind.
Lou Dobbs.
Lou Dobson Phillips.
Lou Dobson Phillips.
Okay, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought here, but I'm back.
More marching than I
Guys,
could ever
we are in
imagine.
segment 1. It's about 14 minutes into this workout. You're going to see another segment or hear it on the radio at about 9:30. We're going to go to news, weather, traffic, sports, astrology, travel, movies, books, and our patented top 10 list. And then in the final segment, you're going to have a little party with Jay. So you got to stay tuned with the show. This is just the beginning. You're thinking they're going to do a full workout, then news? That's right. We're going to do it all.
Yeah, Katie Couric can't handle the Jaguar format. That's why she's no longer affiliated in any way. I just want to make that clear. Katie Couric is not affiliated with the Jaguar Morning Show in any way whatsoever. Zero. Katie Couric is no longer a part of this. Do not Postmates us food to 700 Kalamath with the intention of feeding Katie Couric McDonald's breakfast. It will only make it to us, elbows for life.
You are going to want to Postmates us food, though. It's 700 Kalamath. Just send it to the J.A.G.U.A.R Morning Show. Send it to Jay, Andy, Elise, whatever you feel like.
I like a good morning artichoke.
Oh yeah, send us a bunch of fresh vegetables.
Lemon aioli.
Oh yeah, send us some kind of fancy mayonnaises.
Ooh.
Don't be
For
afraid.
instance, lemon aioli. I think you understand, America.
Now, what Jay touched on with Katie Couric, no one else is willing to do a full workout before the news. They might do it in the privacy of their home while they're putting a diaper on their son Joel.
Yeah, and this is a lot of why Dan Rather cannot be trusted.
Ooh,
he's obviously only doing the middle segment of the show. There's a certain lack of truth in that. There's not enough transparency in that.
I heard that Dan Rather used to sleep with Little Debbie.
Oh.
Before she joined the volleyball team and got really in shape.
I thought sleeping with Little Debbie was just a euphemism for having diabetes.
Oh.
And so that's what I thought it was, but then again, I'm just working my way through life. This is unscripted.
Yeah, and to Jay's point about Dan Rather, sure he's 88 years old. You're saying to yourself, he can't do a full workout. We've disproved that. You're going to see in the future on this morning show octogenarian workouts.
Yes.
You can watch this with someone you're caring for in hospice.
If he can't do a workout, put a bullet in his head and send him to the glue factory because Dan Rather is done.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but this looks like a lot of really good head work.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, we can do a little
And
bobblehead.
we're getting our floor producer has something he needs to tell us here. What do we got?
The chat level is full already. We can't get any more people coming on.
Is that real?
There's so many people in our JaguarMorningShow.com chat room that people can no longer chat there, and they have to chat on Facebook.
You missed your window, America.
Well,
you
that's
missed
a great
your
problem
window.
to have. We've
Okay.
shut down the switchboards. This is like when the Germans or when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor.
We are in a 1984 situation. Slavery is freedom, America. Slavery is freedom, America.
I'm gonna let my stomach out.
Dude, the
This
people
is
want
what
it.
it's about.
The people want it. The people want my body. People want it.
If you're listening on the radio,
Don't show yours.
we're pooching it out a lot.
I'm not. This is.
I think we should get in a solid line. Hurry, come on in.
Yep.
And
Line it up.
Line it out. Ready?
All
1,
right, ready?
2, 3, go.
There we go.
That's nice.
Jaguar is the most body positive show on Denver TV right now.
And if you're sitting in your Mazda 6 driving around, trying to crunch it up, don't
Really zoom in on the pubis.
let it out.
We're just like Dirty Dancing right now.
Let it out.
Let it
Let it out.
All right.
Magic between
We're
you
freestyling
and
the
I.
workout, baby.
Oh,
This is a Jaguar Morning Show to remember because you're on the inaugural voyage
really
of the HMS Jaguar.
That is right. No icebergs in sight. We're getting everybody down into their cabins. We're going to sleep through the night, America.
And if you're ready for news, don't worry. In about 10 minutes, we have so many headlines, it's mind exploding. You're going to like that in the car radio to get it cleaned up. You're going to like it at home. You're going to turn off MSNBC and CNN and Fox forever. Yeah. This is your new morning show.
Definitely
Tuesdays and
Fox.
Thursdays, 9 to 11. This is your time to shine.
That's right. Fair warning, America. We will be spoiling Infinity Gauntlet later in the program.
Oh, yeah.
If you have not seen that movie and you do not want to know the spoilers, and I'm saying all the spoilers, we're talking both after the credit scene. Andy will spoil both after the credit scene. If you do not want that to happen, you need to tune out. And if you tune out, you leave that chat room and you open up a space for somebody else to get in there.
You open a space. That's what you gotta do. You gotta open a space. You gotta wanna open a space. You gotta be open to whatever comes at you. That's why we're giving you news right after this. If you're eating your mueslicks, if you're choking on a bowl of Kicks, you're sucking down that Chobani yogurt, put it down. You gotta release your pubis.
Hey, I think a really good way to release the pubis, and I think people definitely want to see it, is to do some grand jetés across the floor.
Oh,
now that's going to be a big leap with your arms in the air. So I think we should all start over here.
Start over here.
We'll demonstrate.
Who's going first?
Go first.
Ready?
Andy's going first.
Really good.
Oh, my turn. I want to
take up in the air. Now, go.
Real good, Elise. That was real
nice,
good.
Nice.
I was all the way off the ground. I was able to jump.
Now that it's a wider shot, I'd like a crack.
Oh, wow. I want to go again.
Here comes Jay. Ooh, that looks good. Now, what if we all did it at once?
5, 6, 7, 8, go! Up!
Now, hold it! And release. Now, that's how you work out.
This is how MC Hammer's dancers learned it.
Woo! We're at 9:20 in the AM Mountain Time.
And I'm spent for the day. I'm gassed. I got nothing else to give. I'm kidding. We got an hour and 40 minutes left for you, America.
Jay would normally at this time maybe go to the library and check out some CDs and burn them onto his Dell computer.
Ooh.
Not anymore. Now he's going to be in studio for you Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Dinner Road, you've been writing letters. We hear you. We're here for you now. Don't give up. Come down off that ledge, my friend.
That's right.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are the 2 days a week that I try, you know?
Yes,
I do lights on
good.
those days. The other days, you know, onesie, all day long, chips and onesie. But Tuesdays and Thursdays are really the day for everyone to do anything they want, mostly watch this show. That's what I do.
Well, that's just how you want to start, okay? We are the base layer of your Tuesday and Thursday. And we are such a broad base. Imagine the tower you can build with us as your foundation. Let us be a part of your week, Denver. We're here for you. We want to do it. We want to get in there. We want to just slide right up beside you in bed, softly.
Don't slide in bed unless you ask.
That's a great point.
Okay.
Here's the deal. If you're not marching in place right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. The only acceptable reason for that would be if you're in a car.
It's almost as sweaty as the handshake you gave me earlier.
Listen, I'll never touch you again. You've made your point. I'm a monster. I'm a GD monster, unworthy of love. I understand.
I want you to do this for everyone. You did it one
Do
time.
you?
People
I don't think you do want. I don't think you want that. I think I'm gonna do it for him. I think I'm doing it for this, not for you though.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Everyone.
Everyone at home, join us, please. You're going to thank us. And now, guys, this is a key part of the workout. We always do this every day. We always check our pulse. There's going to be a chart that's going to come up you can compare your heart rate to. And if it's not lining up with anything on that chart, you're going to want to go see a physician right now.
Immediately. One of those emergency care clinics, the kind that are going to really steal your money, the ones that don't accept insurance and then double bill you. Head to one of those places, once again, if you're not in line with this chart.
We have a physician on staff here, but those of you unlucky enough to be at home and not here, you'll have to go.
Yeah, you don't get to feel how sweaty I actually am, some of the people in studio.
And so you know how to read this chart. If you're 24 years old and your heart rate isn't at about 144 right now, you've probably got arterial damage that could be caused by any amount of heart enlarging activities, including kayaking, beer bongs, or other drugs.
Or even competitive eating. If you are not in these sort of parameters, you are in no kind of physical condition to get out there and eat 37 hot dogs. You need to take care of yourself.
That's right. And now we're just going to do a quick pull into the station. Okay, we're not quite done with the workout train. We're going to go get a free meal in the dining car, but not before we get nuts with Cheryl.
Whoa, Cheryl.
This bitch is cruel. Can you say that? Sorry. Apologize.
But this one makes sense. At least I can follow what this one's doing to some extent.
This is Cheryl's precursor to twerking on the Macarena combined.
1, 2, 7, 8, 5.
Boom, 2, 3, butt, shoulder,
Oh, we gotta
sky,
get flowers for the hair next
knee,
time.
butt, shoulder, sky, knee, butt, shoulder, sky, knee, butt, shoulder, sky. Oh, I got lost. And then she changed it.
And now it's time.
Oh, she's fun. Look how much fun
I'm trying to get out of her way, but she just keeps rotating on me.
She's like a snake, man. She's like a slippery snake. You can't hold her. Look at all these arms in the air. Arms in the air for Denver, y'all. Yay!
The most important thing about working out is facials and also quitting as soon as you get tired. But I want to see more facials from you guys. I'm here to help with the facials.
Yeah, like,
So that's a lot of smiling and ooh. Ooh, yeah, good, Jay. Let me see an ooh, Jay. Let me see an ooh. Less creepy and terrifying. More.
I don't have that option. I run at one speed. I run at creepy, terrifying. Creepy, terrifying. I run at one speed.
You go rhino
What is
face,
this?
rhino face, rhino face.
And down.
Oh, poaching is bad, America.
This train is pulling into the station. We got a few minutes left of this workout. And boy, oh boy, if we haven't learned anything, we've learned that we're living in Denver for Denver and ever.
For Denver and ever and Denver forever.
That's right, guys.
Oh, wait, you said less creepy like this?
Oh,
Look at this.
damn, wow.
She's back.
Do you want to get something to eat after the show?
You know I do. I'm going to eat a taco!
Taco Tuesday.
That's right, because as you know, after every Jaguar program, I eat 37 Del Tacos, and I do that for you. Without that, I couldn't bring you the kind of low-level, like heart disease type of programming that you come to expect.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just trying to take care of me. That's why I'm working out.
One thing that you might want to consider as an alternative workout is to just plank throughout the show.
Yes, and honestly, we'll be doing that
wherever you are. Just line up on some sort of surface and just hold your muscles and breathe through the pubis.
That is right. Pubis focus. A lot of times I'll plank and just all I do is 45 minutes to an hour. All I'm doing is mentally focusing on the pubis because that's so much of it. We're in our first commercial break. That means we're at the end of the workout segment.
We'd like to thank our special guest, Elise Kerns, fitness expert and comedian.
Thank you so much.
She will be performing May 10th at where?
The Oriental Theater.
The Oriental Theater with Dan Savage.
Dan Savage.
That information is available. We'll see you after our first commercial break. You're ready for news, weather, traffic, sports, travel, books, astrology, and our crime and our patented top 10 list. We'll be right back for an hour with you.
That's right. We will be spoiling Avengers.
This part of the brain controls the subject's emotions.
Hey, get off my lawn!
This part controls hunger.
Hey, you gonna eat that?
This controls sexual impulse. This controls rational thought.
Why would I buy a 32-bit system for $300 when I can get a 64-bit Jaguar system for $149?
Atari Jaguar 64.
The Colorado Ballet with the Colorado Ballet Orchestra invites you to take your place in their storybook season and wander back to once upon a time. Save up to 13% over individual categories by ordering your season ticket now for these 4 fabulous performances.
So do we have any safe zones?
Enjoy the finest in music and dance from
Is
your
that in the
Colorado
way?
Ballet.
Yeah. We're gonna have some safe zones for them. Do we have time really quick? I'll stand in a space and you tell me if it's safe or not. Daniel, go to camera and then I'll stand and find, let me know if it's safe or not.
Well, there's so many people to jam on the screen.
I don't know, maybe we need to lower this camera.
Let's not touch the camera right now.
Oh, okay.
Sheer Colour by Pretty Polly. So smooth, 9 out of 10 cats prefer them.
Don't give me that soda, that same old cola. I wanna taste desires, all the great taste that I've had.
Shasta makes diet pop with more flavors, more jazz, more taste pizzazz.
Here's Benjamin Hall on the Jaguar system to play Cybermorph. Let's see how those beastly graphics and intricate moves that only come from 64 bits of Mega Power feel. Then, Cybermorph only on Jaguar by Atari. Captain by Jaguar.
a guy in the studio who's not normally on the camera.
Oh my god, oh my
It
god,
wasn't
oh my
us.
god, oh my god, oh my god, oh
It
my god,
wasn't
oh my
us.
god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, it's segment 2,
Welcome
Andy.
back to the Jaguar Morning Show. You're in the middle of news, weather, traffic, sports, crime, astrology, movies, crime, religion, and our patented top 10 list. This is the Jaguar Morning Show. This is Gillespie. I'm Andy Juett.
That's right.
This is a show that's on at Denver Open Media on Xfinity 57.
I just poured 37 ounces of Mutiny Information Cafe's coffee straight down my throat.
Jay does love to guzzle
If you
that.
were ever hypothetically on Broadway and you wanted coffee, there is the option. You are provided
There is
with
a
the
coffee
option
place.
of going to Mutiny Information Cafe. They also sell books and everything. And you know what? The life is for the living. Am I right? Let's
Life
get
is
out
for
there.
the living. We have so many headlines to get to. If
It
you've
truly
never
blows
seen
my
this-
mind.
If you've never seen this show before,
Tell them about it.
We've got 3 segments, okay? You're just about to start the second one. You just endured a 30-minute segment 1 workout with our special guest, Elise Kerns. You're going to see that every Tuesday and Thursday, right at 9 a.m.
It's probably the most important part. A lot of people think the news is the most important part. All of those people are wrong. If your heart rate's not up, if you're not physically fit, there's no point in even working the mind. Mind is secondary. I've always said that.
Yeah, and you know what's nice is whatever you're into, but you know what's even nicer? Breathing, so you can do whatever you're into. So you're going to want to get your breathe on with us in segment 1. You're now in segment 2. We go through news, weather, traffic, sports, crime, movies, astrology, travel, books, and all sorts of other segments that are useful to your life.
That is right. And we bring it to you just quick. A lot of news programs like to dawdle. They like to sort of take their time and, just sort of, it's like they're strolling through the park. The Jaguar is a cat on the hunt. We are the Elon Musk of Denver comedic morning television news programs, in that we're the best.
And that's right. And if you're listening on the radio, you're still going to get the headlines. You're not going to get our beautiful faces. If you want to do some sort of synced situation, pull up your phone, go to the stream, and watch it as you hear our voices.
That is right. Let it fill just... you have 5 different senses, okay? And right now, you may just be getting the auditory Jaguar show, and that's great. That's great. But imagine if you could see it, and then picture yourself smelling, sort of the olfactory element of the Jaguar show.
Yes.
Elise earlier had a lot to say about that. Also the tactile element. Elise at one point, she put her hand out and she touched my hand and she said, "Oh my God, it's so wet."
That's right, and you're not going to want to not be wet during this. Get a glisten on, and then listen to the headlines. And a lot of traditional news shows would go right into the headlines. We wanted to make sure you understood the show, but now we're into Money Saver Traffic. We're going to save you time and money, Jay.
That's right. Let's say you were listening to us on the radio, sitting in the car, and you're saying, what is happening across the metro area? And we're here to bring you that information. The grid is open, okay? You're going to be able to zip right through it all.
Yeah, unless you're in that main artery of Denver at 25 and 70, you're pretty much smooth sailing. So if you're in that normally congested area, sorry, that's part of life. It's your mini LA, if you will. But really, anyone else, just loosen your pubis and drive on.
That is right. Push in the clutch, shift into neutral, and then just sort of let your pubis do the driving. Pubis take the wheel. That's what we've always said here at Jaguar. I like to kick my feet up. I like to turn the AC on full blast, full tilt. I like to tear through that gas eye lane while my pubis handles the important.
Yes, and Gunilla Pass is still closed due to that alpaca accident months ago, but here's something about driving we'd like to teach you. If you've never driven a car, you're going to want to take you'll see us do this a lot. That's the sign language for J. That's a short for Jaguar, it's a short for J, okay? This is going to be how you want to grip the steering wheel as you go up the pass. You want to put your hands at 10 and 2 with your pinks, and then release the rest of your fingers, and then grip that wheel.
And obviously you do have options, because I like to go with the 2 thumbs at 6 and noon.
And
that's just how I do it. But I'm from
It's
Texas.
unsettling for people who've never driven with Jay. He does this motion frequently, and you think to yourself, how soon are we going to go into the median? And you never do.
And to that point, I say you're already dead. It's breaking news, Andy.
It's breaking news, and you think we're going to go right into White House correspondence stuff. We will touch on it, but no. We've got a situation. We can't have White House correspondence unless we talk about this solar eclipse.
That is right. If you'll recall, a couple months back, and you may recall I said it was the end times. The sun went away, and I was terrified. I was sure it was the rapture. I took all my kids. We went down into the cellar. We were reading from the Bible, and we were crying. We were down there for days. Turns out just solar eclipse. sort of a normal celestial event. I've never heard of it before. That being said, come back out, but it turns out, put a big old wave in the stratosphere, Andy.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're experiencing any extra sensitivity in any of your body parts, if you're getting an intuition or any transmission from another nebula or galaxy, please let SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, know. That could be something helpful in their contact-like quest for other life.
As you know, there are rays coming from the sun that are causing all types of cancer and will make you sterile. Will make you sterile. We're gonna make you sterile. If you go in the sun at all, you will be sterile thanks to this. Stay indoors.
That's right. So if you'd like to continue having children, treat yourself to 7 or 8 layers of sunscreen. Better yet, don't go outside. Better yet, don't engage with life.
That is right. What you're going to want to do is also your cell phones are killing you. Television is killing you unless you're Channel 57 Comcast. Denver Open Media is the only healing television channel, all right? All these other, Comedy Central, ABC, NBC, are just strict cancer-causing entities. They are owned by big businesses.
That's right. Viacom, are you listening? This is a community television and radio station group. We're trying to change the world. You can't just laser our brains out and take control of us like some sort of AI robot that Ellen Burstyn is worried about taking over our bodies.
They're beating down our doors, okay? Big pharma lobbyists, they want a piece of this Jaguar action, and we're not going to give it to them. We will not sell out because we got to bring you the truth, Denver. No one else cares about you the way me and Andy care about you.
We care about you so much, whether you're listening on the car or you're on Xfinity 57. Hey, big shout out to our CenturyLink heads who found us over at 8809, our new home on CenturyLink.
As you know, 4-digit TV channels are the future, are the best. We're getting a quick, before we go to weather, we're going to get an announcement from Wally.
We did get a specific message from Mackenzie, who says that because the chat feed is full, she can't let you know this herself, but she wants to let you know that the show is going really great, and she's loving it.
Mackenzie,
thank you so much for that. Pick me up in the middle of a show.
And also, I do want to remind you guys to remind our audience what happens on episode number 33.
That's right, we'll touch on episode 33, but right now we've got world weather. If you're in Abidjan, it's 31 degrees Celsius.
I am in Abidjan, and it's beautiful. And if you're in Barcelona, you're running with the Bulls, it is going to be a low of 13. Tell them what's happening in Dubai.
Yeah, if you're on a yacht outside of Doha, it's 18.
If you're on a yacht outside of Doha, it's 18. Let's squat down.
Hey, down in that London fog, Jay, it's about 11. And what you're going to want to do is double it and then add 32.
Yes, that is so right. And in Sofia Tbilisi, it's somewhere between 8 and -2.
I love that show on VH1, Sofia Tbilisi Sings. Where she has her family. Anyway, brings up a great point. It is episode 1. We're going to get to episode 33. You're going to learn what Jaguar means. Until then, you just need to know that it's going to be showers all week.
That is right. Jaguar is an acronym, and we will be revealing that acronym in episode 33. You're going to want to tune in. For now, get in those chat comments, people, and go ahead and let us know what you think Jaguar means. We're back in breaking news, Andy, for Pete's sake.
We're back in the middle of breaking news, and Michelle Wolf has set the world ablaze with a controversial performance at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. She torched Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Kellyanne Conway, and our President Donald Trump. And that's causing a problem for our good friend Jay here.
You do not talk bad about a sitting president. I cannot make this clear enough. Here on the right, we would never sink so low as to mock or berate a sitting president. That shows a lack of character and a lack of morals that is circumspect in this sort of day and age. I say shame on you.
And I think Jay really has a passion level that can't be matched by rationality. He is in such a little fireball tizzy. He's an elemental being when this topic comes up. You can't judge Jay one way or the other for this. If you're on Jay's team, great. If you're not on Jay's team, that's fine. That's what the Jaguar is about. You're going to find out about you during this process.
And the thing is, Andy, I've always said this. I'm happy to be judged. As soon as St. Peter reads my name off that list. Until then, man can't stop me. You understand? You live in a glass house, Andy? Keep throwing your rocks. That's what I say to snowflakes.
That's right. And Michelle Wolf, she made a joke about Sarah Huckabee Sanders' lies and turning it into eyeshadow. Jay, were you offended by that?
It's not even... I'm not offended when an animal takes a dump in the woods, Andy. It doesn't even affect me one way or the other. All I say is, look, there's a dump. Don't step in it. You understand? It's that simple. A lot of people are getting caught up in it.
There is a dump, and wouldn't you know it, every time you think there's not a dump, you encounter a big steaming pile of something. And Jay took one right before the show. I'm going to take one right after. I find that Italian seasoning gets me going.
That's right. We're here at Dinner Rope Media. I want you to know that upstairs there is a single occupancy bathroom. All right? And that's where, let's say you're starring in a TV show and you have to get your mind and colon synced up. You're always going to want to do that in a single occupancy restaurant.
That's right. And it's interesting because we all have different bodies. And that's one thing we're going to touch on a lot. And one thing I just like to say something body positive about Jay. I really like Jay's legs.
I used to play soccer, Andy. I used to play fullback for the soccer, and they call me, what'd they call me? They call me something, I can't remember now. But anyway, what that led to is a real sort of, we're in the movie segment, Andy.
Here's the deal.
We're gonna spoil Avengers. If you don't want to know, tune out. Andy's about to spoil Avengers.
You're in for a real treat. You have 10 seconds to leave the room. I spoil every movie every week. The biggest movie of all time opened this weekend, Avengers Infinity War. Here's what happened. I'm gonna cut right to the end.
We're spoiling it. Cover your ears. I don't want your hate mail.
Sorry for the people in the booth. Spider-Man dies. Black Panther dies.
What? Oh my God! I never even know that.
Guardians of the Galaxy dies.
Oh my God! The booth is going nuts.
The booth is going nuts.
We are blowing your mind.
The movie. The Winter Soldier dead.
Oh my God!
Pretty much everyone but Captain America and a couple other people die at the hands of Thanos.
Wally is coming in here to murder us right now. Wally has entered the studio.
They thought it was going to be better than this, and it's actually worse.
Oh
it's
my
a bigger
God!
Spoiler than you thought. If you're one of those people who have a life and could not get to the theaters this weekend because maybe you have a job or a family, sorry.
Yeah.
Stop having a job and a family. Do what I did on Thursday as a huge television star and go to a preview of Avengers.
Let me put it like this. I hadn't seen the movie either, but I have no intentions of seeing it. This was so much more exciting for me than going to the movie.
Everyone dies. Anyone you can think of dies. Gamora gets killed by Thanos.
Yes.
She is his daughter. Big spoiler.
Okay, hold on. What were the two secret scenes? Spoil the secret scenes.
There's a secret scene. Yes, there's a post-credit scene where Nick Fury and Colby Smulders find a little pager that has the Captain Marvel insignia on it. So that is leading into the Captain Marvel movie, if you know what that logo's about. But also, a big spoiler, Nick Fury and the Colby Smulders Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. character die also in the post-credit scene.
Nick Fury is dead! Oh, you got spoiled, baby! You got spoiled. You some old milk, baby! You some old milk, baby!
That's right! If you don't want to get spoilers and have your money saved by us, by learning what all the spoilers are of movies before so you don't ever have to go, don't watch J.A.G.U.A.R. Morning Show.
That's right. I know I've said this before, but it's episode 1, and I'm telling you right now, if you don't like it, tune out, okay? Tune out, drop off, baby. We're spoiling the movies. Once again, Avengers Infinity War. Everyone is dead. Black Panther, dead. No more Black Panther movies. Spider-Man is dead. No more Spider-Man movies.
The new cute little Spider-Man who won your heart in Spider-Man Homecoming, dead.
Nick Fury, dead.
Black Panther, dead.
Black Panther, dead.
Most
Captain America's alive.
Dead. Captain America, alive. Oh, so here's my problem with the movie while we're still on.
Put it on there.
What's going to happen in the next movie? Someone's going to put on the Thanos glove and bring everyone back to Earth life?
No.
No, guess what? Also, bonus spoiler, Loki is dead.
Yes, everyone is dead. How about this?
Thor might even be dead. We don't even know.
Who cares about Thor
anyway? Tonight, if you're in Brinkensburg, Maryland or something, it's you're going to have clear and pleasant, and then there's going to be increasing clouds. So basically, being alive.
Yeah, that's how it is. It starts pretty well, and then just gets worse and worse as the years pile up. into centuries. We're all on a steady run towards the end of our lives, and we'll all be dead in a matter of
Tonight,
years.
as usual, the sun's going to come up around 6 p.m. and then go away by 9. We are in the northern hemisphere in springtime hours, so if you're still in your bed like most people, man, enjoy that snuggle coziness of the dark.
That is right. With the apocalypse right around the corner, it's time to get out into Orindaka Lake Sark Park Museum. Go to the Tour de Cure where it's going to be 61 degrees, winds coming from the south-southeast at 3.
And if you haven't gotten your American Diabetes Association pledges in, you can still do that online, I'm sure.
You're going to want to follow at Mike Brookins on Twitter. That is, I do not, this gentleman is he's obviously our behind-the-scenes weathercaster.
We can't say enough about Mike. Thank you so much for putting in a hard day's work. We got spotty showers in the afternoons on Sunday.
Hey man, we got spotty showers.
It's going to be lightning.
Yeah, it's like a Mr. Bean episode. No one cares. No one's having fun. It's all just self-indulgent. We're in the religion segment, and we have a special guest today. Is that right, Andy?
It is right. And normally we talk about the Bible, but sometimes, just sometimes, we have a special expert on another subject. And here comes Denver's own super comedian Ben Kronberg to talk about the Quran.
That's right, and we appreciate it because that is just a misunderstood book, and that's why we had to bring you in to sort of spice it up and give the people just a little more lowdown.
It's actually no different than the Bible that you're used to. It's just written in a different language with different belief systems.
Okay. Oh, okay. And in your learned opinion, better beliefs? I like to put our guests on the spot.
Let's quantify this.
I want to quantify
better than the Bible?
I want to back up one.
Is the Quran better than the Bible? Get in the comments. Let us know.
I want to back up 1 second.
Please.
And I appreciate what you guys do here. I enjoy the energy. But the fact that you are disguising sin as exercise has really created a problem with both the Nation of Islam and myself.
Interesting. We have heard a little bit of that. The moral ambiguity of our workout and the amount of pubis we're showing is a little bit...
I would appreciate if you did not use that word around me.
The word pubis?
That's the word that I would appreciate.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about
what I was
doing.
If we are talking about the Quran, we cannot be talking about any body parts other than eyes and mouths.
Okay. So, but we can thoroughly discuss the mouth and different things along those lines.
What you do with the eyes and the mouth is your business.
Yes. Okay. That's just good to know. And you learn about the Quran here at the J.A.G.U.A.R show at least once a month.
Ben has made a special selection for us from the Quran. He'd like to share with us now.
Is there any reward for good other than good?
Whoa.
No, there's not. And I think what Ben's trying to do with what he's doing, coming on the show and letting us know about our over-pubised morning show is that maybe our good could be less pubis.
Oh yeah, we need to deny the pubis and praise the Lord.
You don't have to deny it, you just don't speak of it.
But what about visually? If the eye's taking the pubis, that's the eye's business?
There will be punishment for that.
Okay, is that going to happen in this lifetime, or we're going to move that out to sort of the second level? That's what I call it.
It's all one lifetime, and so once punished, you never stop being punished. So I would just recommend not looking at that.
Is the inverse of that true? That once I'm starting to
I don't know what
pleasure,
inverse means.
Well, okay. I'm hearing that means the opposite. If I begin to be pleasured, will I be pleasured forever?
There's pleasure and non-pleasure.
Okay, those are the only two options.
Ooh, so less is more. Maybe just think about diddling. Think about your sensitive areas. Think about those areas where you take your pulse and maybe don't touch it.
Don't touch it. But we can touch it with the mouth. The mouth does the mouth's business. Here's what I'm saying.
Mouth you're allowed to eat.
I'm allowed to eat.
Okay.
So I could say gobble something up until I puke on it.
You wipe with the left, you eat with the right.
Words to live by. I do not think I've been working within those parameters. Thank you so much. Is it Dr. Kronberg, or is it still?
I have a PhD.
Yes, excellent. Thank you so much for teaching us about this.
Thank you for joining us. It's interesting that Ben would be here talking about the Quran, because today we're going to the mountains of Yemen, Jay.
Oh, it's so beautiful there. They have some of the largest and most flavorful slugs everywhere in the mountains of Yemen. If you have the opportunity, let's say you have a bunch of frequent flyer miles on Southwest Airlines.
That's right.
Get yourself to a hub. Get yourself to a DFW or a Denver hub, and Southwest will be able to get you to just outside of Yemen. It's a little.
You'll have to make a couple stops either in the UAE or Qatar, but you're gonna want to get to Yemen because what they're dealing with right now is they have a special kind of sloth that has big claws.
big claws.
Big
giant,
Wolverine claws.
Yeah, and this sloth is on a killing rampage, Andy. And anytime, I've always said this. Obviously, murder is bad. Murder, a human being killing another human being, obviously is terrible. I would never condone that. Now, a wild animal killing a human being is awesome. Nature has taken one back for them. Let me give you an example. Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, yes.
That's chalk one up for Mother Nature, ladies and gentlemen.
Fiji's the crocodile hunter.
Yes, they're bringing in. Can I just, while we're on the subject of animals killing and maiming humans, bring it in tight on the pubis, please.
Thank you.
Bring it. Just if you just bring it in tight.
You don't have to travel far to have an adventure.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the slogan of the pubis.
You could have a whole giant adventure just right here. A lot of people forget that me and Andy's bodies, of course, are wonderlands. John Mayer wrote a song about it. There's thrills and chills with my body. You can ask anyone that's rubbed their hands up and down on me. Every single one of them has left sort of changed like that. It's like if you were to see a small piece of bone from one of the saints.
And here's something to remember. As we travel to Yemen and we see the mountains of the Yemeni Peninsula, we have to remember that you can always Postmates us food at 700 Kalamath. Anytime during the show. We're going to be here for another hour. You're just in the middle of news, weather, traffic, sports, and all the rest. We're traveling to Yemen.
Yemen, beautiful, beautiful. The Yemenis people are such a wonderful culture, and that's why we were so happy. And this was obviously a joint sort of venture with that PBS dude who goes to Europe.
Yes, Rick Steves, who likes marijuana.
Man.
So if you've got a new Yemeni bikini, get out on the beaches of Yemen. You're going to want to put on 200 SPF because it's usually about 140 degrees, and that's a good segue to weather, Jay.
That's right, but once again, put on that itty weeny Yemeni bikini.
Yeah, you're going to want to wear that itty weeny, teeny weeny Yemeni bikini when you're in Yemen.
That is right, and we're going to take a look at some weather down in Kingston. The population is 20% of what it used to be. That's what we're learning right now, but it's because of this weather.
You may be wondering, why are we doing this? It's 24 in Kingston Celsius. There's going to be a little bit of cloud cover. Why Kingston? The answer, this is a global show. The Jaguar Morning Show touches on all areas, geographic and emotional.
That is right. We bring you the left, the right, the good, the bad, the Trump, and the Obama of all sides of it. And
down here by Jay's Pubis, you got the South Carolina Myrtle Beach area all the way up the Panhandle. Boy, it's going to be a hell of a bluster out there this morning.
It's about to be spring break, y'all. You're going to want to get down to the coast.
Yeah.
That is the Gulf Coast. We call it the third coast down in Texas. And you're going to want to go crazy. There's going to be cheap beer and co-eds.
And you don't have to be in Yemen to have your Yemeni teeny weeny bikini on. You could have some tahini and wear a tahini bikini.
Yeah, just eensy weensy eeny weeny teeny weeny tahini bikini. You understand?
That's right.
What's happening in Colorado Springs, though?
Here's the thing, Jay. There's an absolute powder keg of precipitory activity in Green Mountain Falls.
But I'm about to light a match, because what I want to happen is we're going to Cheyenne Mountain where they keep the Stargate, and we are going to tear it down.
That's right. Sorry, Richard Dean Anderson. We found your secret Stargate, and it's in the middle of the NORAD Mountain down in Colorado Springs. But right now, Jay, we have more headlines.
That is right. And as you know, oftentimes we'll bring guests in, doctors and stuff like that, and they just cannot help themselves. They must take a piece of the Jaguar for themselves. And today, Dr. Kronberg, he stole all of our news. He stole all of our news segments.
He's a pious gentleman. He thinks that we are sinning constantly, and that's not a bad perspective.
And if you knew how much marijuana I ingest on any given day, you'd say there's a man bound for hell. So we gotta go off book with the news, and we're talking about
it's very confusing. You're going to want to Postmates us stuff at the 700 Kalamath building, but we are always at 35th and Hamlish at the top of the Cinnamon building. And boy, we've got a live look at Denver. And doesn't our beautiful city look gorgeous?
God, it's just a little foggy out there, but once that sun comes up about 11:30 or so, that fog's going to burn off. We're going to have a beautiful afternoon. You're going to want to maybe head down to Civic Center Park, and maybe there'll be a food truck, and you can get a torta. and just sit down, maybe take a blanket with you. Sit down with someone you care about.
Yes.
Eat that torta.
Yes.
Make yourself known as a human being doing their best to make it through the world.
That's American Sign Language for yes.
That is right. That's right.
Yes,
right. And
yes,
once
yes,
again, American
yes.
Sign Language for Jaguar. And you're going to want to do that. As you know, me and Andy are here for you every Tuesday and Thursday on Channel 57.
That's right. We have so many headlines. I mean, it's almost too much to get to. There was a woman, Jay, let's go to McDonald's news. There was a woman who got an extra biscuit in her McDonald's bag the other day. She was not thrilled. The outcome was she got a bonus product, thrilling at McDonald's, and then she attacked the McDonald's cashier. She is now jailed.
People are looking for any reason to tear down the American institution of McDonald's.
They really are, Jay. It's like they
it's
can't even make a good fry anymore, or an apple pie made of body parts.
That is right. Well, and that's what gives the flavor. I have a don't ask, don't tell about the ingredients of my McDonald's food. And I don't want to know. I don't need to watch Food Inc. to know that I'm eating garbage. As long as the garbage tastes good and you tell me that it's not garbage, everything is fine. I don't need to know the specifics. I don't want to know the calorie content or the rat feces content of my McDonald's McDouble. I don't need to know that.
To Jay's point, just Postmates us some McDonald's. I like the McGriddles with anything that's injected with syrup. If it becomes a seasonal sandwich and the McRib's available, it's not now, but you're going to want to mark a calendar to Postmates us a McRib because it's a sandwich where the bones are made of meat.
That is right. If you have the opportunity, you're going to want to get on the internet and say, what's the weirdest food item that I could Postmates them? Go ahead and send it over. We're going to take a commercial break while you look over those sort of options. Send us that food, 700 Kalamath. We'll be back in about 3.5 minutes.
That's right. We'll see you on the other side of this break. Thank you for joining us for the Jaguar Morning Show.
Doom for the 64-bit Jaguar. The best doom ever.
Welcome to Western Sizzling Steakhouse in Aurora. Now, you all know our family serves up the best steaks in town at reasonable prices, but that's just the beginning. We've also got Denver's best salad and potato bars. Well, there's a complete meal right here. But for you hearty eaters, we've got some of the best USDA-choice steaks in town at some of the best prices. We've got it all at Western Sizzling Steakhouse in Aurora. Come on in. Let our family serve your family at the Western Sizzling Steakhouse, Parker Road in Havana in Aurora.
Listen to what people are saying about Levine's.
Prices are great.
The selection was great.
And I like their sales staff at Levine's. They're great.
All the prices were very reasonable. The selection is fantastic. The prices are great.
I know I can find what I'm looking for every time I come.
For the lowest prices, the highest quality, and the best selection.
The only place to buy furniture is at Levine's. See our ad in today's Denver Post. Isn't it time you shopped at Levine's?
Warning. A formidable creature is at large and roaming about. The Jaguar S-Type. It may well be the best handling car in the world. First observed in London, next in Paris, then in Rome, and soon to be seen prowling the highways of America. The Jaguar S-Type. Capture it. The rewards are magnificent.
Don't give me that so-so soda, the same old cola. I want a rock and roller. I want a pie. I want a Shasta. I want a taste for that. All the great taste. Shasta has. I want a pie. I want a Shasta. I want a thrill. I want a wow. Taste it all. I want it now. I want a pie. I want a Shasta.
Introducing Alien vs. Predator for the 64-bit Atari Jaguar. You might not want to play it alone. Mom.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving, friends die. Drinking and driving can kill a friendship.
Celebrate the 5th anniversary of the 16th Street Mall with Channel 4.
Okay.
We're back.
That is 37 more ounces of Mutiny Information Cafe's coffee poured straight down the hole in my face that I call a mouth.
That's right. We're at the Jaguar Morning Show. You're in segment 2, news, weather, traffic, sports, travel, crime, astrology, all sorts of topics.
I can't wait.
And don't forget, our patented top 10 list is coming up, and it might be our best ever. I have to say.
That is right. We have put me and Andy, and we are up for hours at night, carefully, meticulously scripting each and every beat of this show. And then what's funny is that after that, once we're done scripting it, we then have to spend hours rehearsing so that it seems off the cuff, where we step on each other's words, or we seem to have no idea maybe what the next thing we're going to say is, all scripted. It's like The Office.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of quirky zoom-ins. You'll see a lot of these from us. If you're on the radio, that's going to get lost for you, so we'll do one of those audio ones. We'll go... If you like that sound, let us know by checking in on the radio, calling the station. Anyway, if you're listening at 104.7, thank you for joining us on our new radio home. You can always listen to us from 9 to 11 in Denver on 104.7 FM. And if you're watching us on Xfinity 57, thank you. If you found us on CenturyLink 8809, thank you. If you're watching on the stream, please, if you're on Facebook, share it now, tweet it now. But we're back in the middle of headlines. Jay, what's happening in the news?
Hundreds. There are literally,
Andy,
hundreds of news stories out in
There's
the
so
world.
many. And here's one that's caught my interest. We touched on it earlier. Ellen Burstyn, Oscar winner, afraid that we might become robots' dogs. She thinks that in the future, humans will actually be pets for the robots.
Porno for Pyros has been trying to draw attention to this issue for many years now.
Perry Farrell?
Perry Farrell. And people wouldn't listen. And it kind of goes to show you that in modern society, people are so unbelievably closed-minded when it comes to the idea that human beings are not the best and that we will someday be subjugated to our robot overlords. And to those people, I say, I think I'll be a lot of fun for you as like a little dancing monkey for your amusement.
Yes.
I don't care. That's essentially what I am now, only to no one.
Yes, and we all have that instinct to operate on a level of heliocentricity where we think we're the center of the universe.
Yes.
And everyone's revolving around us. Like, guess what, everybody? There's a solar wave. We touched on it at the top of the show. What does that mean for you? We're going to touch on this in the astrology, but Scorpio's in a full pink moon the other night. What do you think that means for your body?
Oh my God! And what the internal pressures, the push and the pull of like humankind's desire for love against their rejection of acceptance. We are in what Andy was just referring to right now, which is astrology.
And if you made it through last night like I did, I am a Scorpio. Full disclosure, Scorpio. We had a pink moon last night. It was a full pink moon, and that means all you Scorpios are going to have a Cancer coming into your life that's going to just make you question everything. Congratulations.
Yeah, there is a full-blown, your chakras, just all 7 of them are so open and receptive right now that if you don't bring in the right types of energy, if you have a negative person in your life and you're a Scorpio and you're saying, why am I feeling so run down? Why am I feeling so sad? It's because of your capacity to love is so great that your capacity for pain is also equal to that.
Yeah, and I think one thing to remember is you're thinking to yourself, hey, Scorpios, we're always on an intense vibe. What's the difference? Where's the pink moon come into play? I'll tell you this much. Now's the time to pull up anchor, time to buy that boat trip. You're going to want to buy that special item you've been thinking about that might enhance your day-to-day. It's okay. Make that big purchase. It's time for you.
We're getting word from our producer, Wally.
Well, I stepped out, so you might have seen these comments already.
We haven't seen any of them.
Okay.
We've got a chock-full message board. Thank you for following us on JaguarMorningShow.com or on the Sexpot Comedy Facebook stream. Wally, what do we got?
Well, you got Jesse May, good buddy of mine. There's only 2 blocks from here. He's saying, give me biscuits.
What's up, Jesse?
Give
Thank
me biscuits,
you. Jesse or others, feel free to send us food at 700 Kalamath.
Beluga Blue was
Post
pretty
base.
upset when you spoiled the Avengers movie.
We warned you.
Hey, Blue, we told you we were going to spoil the Avengers. It's important for us to spoil the biggest movie of all time, show number 1. And this is what you get. Maybe on Thursday you'll know we're going to spoil another movie that Jay sees.
Did you see the pilot of Wonder Years? They spoiled the Vietnam War, so you can just back off our code.
Yeah, hi. MASH is a big spoiler. Everyone died in Vietnam and it wasn't fun.
And then Jameson, if that
That's
is their
Korean,
name, which I don't believe it is, says nice and clear, guys, a little. And then bummed you dissed Mr. Bean. He's a British icon.
Oh man, there is a lot of backlash for our commentary about Mr. Bean. We're sorry to upset people out there. We love Rowan Atkinson. We love everything he's done. But Jay did have a run-in. Jay, do you want to talk about that? We were at a comedy festival in Baton Rouge one time. And Jay and Mr. Bean went head-to-head. That was a big boon for Jay, I'll tell you that.
Jameson might be a cancer.
Technically, I did sign a non-disclosure agreement.
I think it's fine. This is just
with...
between us and the Jaguar audience.
Here's the thing. Rowan Atkinson, you know what, never mind. Let's get to the weather.
Well,
Andy.
saved by the weather. Once again, if you don't like the weather in Colorado, wait 10 minutes.
Number 1 cliche program in Denver. That's us.
Avengers, everyone dies. Go to South Africa.
What about South Africa? They're in Port Elizabeth, listen, there's a moon landing in East London.
Yeah, you think there's just a regular London? No, dude. Go to South Africa, get another London. It's east.
And it's way better. It's so much better. And if you're visiting this sign right here in Newcastle, it's going to be so sunny.
You thought that Newcastle beer was coming from London? No, it's African as hell, dog. Get down there. Southwest has $200 direct flights right now at DIA. Actually, I think it might be like Norwegian Air.
Yeah, if you're in Africa, dog, it might be Norwegian Air. Let's check out the tide situation here.
Yes, if you're out and you're like us, Jay likes to hit the surf in Durban about 6 a.m. The high tide today is going to be 1.66 meters. So if you're anywhere shorter than 1,660 centimeters, you're going to want to stay out of the water.
Dude, I'm totally going to rip those curls when I hop on that $200 flight to Dubai, baby. Woo-wee! Tomorrow it's going to be so windy. It's going to be a little rainy in the morning. It's going to turn cold, but that's just what it comes. That's what comes in Denver, okay?
That's
As
right.
Andy said, if you don't like the weather, be patient because it won't change for weeks.
That's right. And as we think about what we've learned today, you want to remember, always bring an umbrella. Get a little hip pocket umbrella because you might want to read a book. And if you don't have that umbrella, those pages are going to get wet, Jay. Let's talk about literature.
You want to hear what I had to say about books, Andy?
Yes, I do. You've been in the middle of a Star Trek The Next Generation reading frenzy.
I have, but I've been busy. I tried to read last night. I literally read one paragraph. That's all I had time for.
That's all we
Them
need.
Jaguar boys are out there. We are mixing it up. We are interacting with Bad Baby's people. We're trying to we're trying to bring in Bad Baby
May
on this.
22nd, if you want to check in, you're probably going to see Bad Baby on the show. Do you want to know what's happening with Whoa Vicky and Bad Baby? You're going to want to be here.
Yeah.
And it's so apropos that we talk about books while we talk about Bad Baby.
Yeah, a lot of people want to disagree. I'm here to say Bad Baby is one of the most eloquent and well-rounded people that have come out of the world of being a rebellious teen on Dr. Phil in a long time.
One day you're just in Orlando eating hot Takis at an abandoned Western gas station. You didn't even purchase the bag. They were just there from some sort of vagrant.
Dumped in an ashtray.
Had a half-eaten peanut bag and an old Publix plastic bag. You dig in with a hand shovel scoop. You put it in your mouth, and then you realize to yourself, I need to be free of my parents. Emancipate me.
That's right, and you go out walking, singing your Hot Cheetos and Takis song. You're having fun, you're bebopping down the street. Next thing you know, you're on Dr. Phil. Your life changes. Everyone wants to tear you down, but you say, no, I'm Danielle Bregoli. I'm the Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
It's time to revitalize rap music and get out there and make it your own.
The most Jaguar thing you could do this morning is be driving around in your car, listening to us on 104.7, listening to our audio through the radio and that stereo quality sound you like. Keep one earbud in with Bad Baby. Just have a little faint track going here. It's going to get that blood pumping. You're going to feel the Jaguar multiple effects. And then also stream us live, but on no volume. So there's a little lag, so you can hear us, see us, and have Bad Baby.
That is right. And what you're going to want to do is remember that Bad Baby ain't never like these hoes. Okay? A lot of people forget that. They say maybe she used to like these hoes. Maybe someday in the future she's going to like these hoes again. But Danielle Bergoli would like you to know that she ain't never liked these hoes.
She's got an opinion about hoes.
Yes.
People would say to you conventionally that maybe Danielle Bergoli has some sort of brain damage, or she was left in a room where an aerosol can was slowly leaking, where she wore a helmet into a confined breathing space, and that's maybe why she weighs the way she is now.
Maybe she spent,
she don't like these hoes.
in an iron lung as a child.
Yes.
But none of these things are true. She's just a strong rapper who will be at Cervantes on May 22nd, and you have the option of checking it out. You know them Jaguar boys are going to be there, and we're going to have her here in the studio because no one else is fighting 9-year-olds like her. Let's check out this weather.
That's right, Jay, and there's some temperature anomalies that have been happening since January or February. It was our warmest record on record, winter on record, and now May and June, April, all the same.
It's gonna be a B all day in Texas, but in the middle it's gonna be EC. And if we take a look at Indianapolis right here, it's a lot of sort of information coming at us. It's gonna be right in the 3 region. Let's zoom in now on
Texas. If you're
Texas.
really looking, that does somewhat look like half at the top of a pubis. I'm not gonna lie.
The important half.
There's no coincidence that you'll find the pubis in nature and on our reporting, because the North Atlantic Oceanographic Association is providing us with an incredible camera.
And remember that A means above. It's down here. A lot of people forget that N means normal, B means below, and A means above. It couldn't be more simple. And we're providing you all of the information down here. EC means there's an equal chance for A, N, and B.
Yeah, or
okay?
you're getting extra credit in your class that you're taking. Go see Miss Simmons after class, Professor Johnson. They all have something to offer. I'll tell you what, though. In Texas and northeastern Louisiana and Florida, we've got an emergency, Jay. Send the sandbags in.
That is right. The National Guard has been deployed. It has been raining for 3.5 years in certain parts of North Carolina. We are in a biblical flood situation.
Yeah, and out through the west, you're going to have an incredible drought, even branching into our state of Colorado. Please moisturize every day.
As you know, we're bringing you the latest in sports information. Nobody gives it to you like us. And today, of course, we're covering baseball.
Baseball is big. Boys are back on the sandlot and swinging the balls and sticks.
We're going to be covering some of the hottest young players in baseball right here.
And there are so many.
All right, we're going to check it out. We're going to see what's going to happen. This is going to really sort of answer some of the questions about how this season's going to go.
If you're
You know
feeling any sort of nostalgia right now, it's because Jay brought out a wax pack. And boy, we're going to learn about the new hot stars of tomorrow.
That is right. And as you know, there is a new name on the street. New name on the street. His name, of course, is Jose M.F. Canseco. Ladies and gentlemen, that's him right there. It seems like you can see through him. We're having a hard time focusing on him, and that's fine. That's fine. Me and Jose are going to go back. Look at this, though. The man is lightning in a bat.
Now, if you want an artist, if you want a man who not only hits a ball with a stick, if you want a man who knows how to do the cha-cha and calls his grandma twice a day, if you know a man who knows how to play pinochle on the front porch while he enjoys a glass of lemonade on the veranda, you want to get involved in Jose Canseco's career. Not a more genuine person in the bunch. Jose will make you feel good. You won't regret it.
That is right. And as you know, the Rangers in the offseason picked up a brand new pitcher.
Oh.
And he has a rocket for an arm. His name, of course, Kenny Rogers. Okay.
You remember him. The gambler's back. And through the years, he's brought you a Texas hustle that we can all put a little bit of frosting on, because look at that arm. Wow.
Look at that arm. Now, you're saying that a lot of the comments are blowing up. They're saying, how tall is he? And to those people that say he's 6'1", 200 pounds, and he's from Dover, Florida.
You'd think the man was 4,000 pounds because his jaw looks like he's made of granite, Jay. He's a special specimen, and he gives us so much on the mound. We can't thank you enough, Kenny Rogers. You are an inspiration. We don't even care if you're taking that horse tranquilizer to make your muscles grow.
That is right. I say shoot 'em up. I say all professional sports players should be allowed to ingest as many performance-enhancing drugs as possible. Turn these men into absolute monsters, and then let them turn them loose on the field and let them go.
Jay, who else we got? Who else we got to let the people know about?
A lot of people are wondering what's going to be going on with the Oakland Athletics this season. And I say we've got a brand new pitcher on the mound. It is going to be Mr. Bob Welch, all right? And this guy, he's on number 35 for the Oakland Athletics. And I think he's really going to change the game, you understand? He's really going to change the game. And he is 6'3", but a little thinner than that Rangers guy. He's weighing 195.
Bob Welch and Bob Evans getting confused all the time because they both like a biscuit and they both have restaurants throughout the Midwest. Bob Welch, a different guy, he serves grape juice. That's how you know the difference. Okay, crime report. It's Jaguar time, and we talk about how dangerous this city is. And we've got a big news report, Jay. I guess a giraffe got out at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and that giraffe has now started a small gambling ring.
That is right. And if you've never gambled in a hovel run by a long-necked giraffe, you don't know what it's like to play pinochle. You get there because you get the smell. You know that smell? You know the smell that you get in the zoo?
Yes, that zoo smell.
Picture that, but with losing your wife's wedding ring that she bought you.
Ooh, that's a tough one. When you lose Gladys's wedding ring, you don't normally recover. It was an emotional purchase. It meant the world to her. Nothing can replace it. You're up a creek.
Yep. And
sorry, Gladys.
Oh my gosh, and I'm just sitting here, and this is just an opinion.
Yes,
but
please.
I think that Mutiny Coffee is possibly my favorite coffee around. I love it.
We've had a gallon and a half of it. We start our day there. They do support the show. And you know what? One thing that people forget is that giraffes, even though when they turn to crime, they have the same amount of vertebrae as we do. So one thing to remember when you want to just say, throw them out, get them out of our country, that giraffe is confused, they're bewildered. It's almost like a dementia grandparent. Take care of that giraffe. Make a call.
That is right. If you'll recall, Barack Obama had absolutely no respect for the animal kingdom. Donald Trump has brought a certain level of care and comfort, and he understands that animals are a part of a thriving ecosystem, and Barack Obama wears a birth certificate.
That's right, Jay, and a lot of people wouldn't be ready to give him that credit, and they'd say, what about all the rhinos being killed? What about the elephants? What about Don Jr. arm tackling an ocelot and slitting his throat with a McDonald's straw? And we just say to that, thank you, America.
Yeah, the white rhino is extinct because it was part of God's plan.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, I feel like I could usurp the will of God, and I'm here to tell you can't. And that's the bottom line. That's why I'm Republican through and through. And liberals are like, Mother Nature is a wondrous prism. No, God.
The white rhino is going to die no matter what. So why not have a cup of coffee, sit back, eat a fruit roll-up, and think about your son Joel and how you might make him come home.
That's right. We are doing a second travel break. Now this is unheard of. We're in what a little thing I like to call weather, Andy.
We're in like a travel and weather space, so all the places that we're talking about, think about traveling to there what the weather is like that day. For instance, here we are. Tomorrow it's going to be Wednesday. We're going to have isolated snow showers, and you weren't ready for that. You thought it was just going to be lightning storms? No. Jay and I are breaking this first. There will be snow tomorrow.
That's right, and that's
Mark our
why
words.
The Jaguar brings you weather to the power of 5.
Weather to the power of 5, that's our promise each and every day. We're going to give you 5 times the amount of weather compounded 5 times.
That's right, and that's where we get Channel 57 from. That's why we chose Denver Open Media as the format. Now, Charleston once again is just getting pounded. Pounded. Charleston's going pound town.
People are taking cover even as far north as Wilmington, North Carolina. If you've got some sort of desk or card table, you're going to want to get into the fetal under there. Make sure you grab a snack and a Gatorade. You're going to be under there for a while.
That's right, and I just wanted to quickly say, Ann, if you're watching, I know what you're saying. Andy and Jay are drinking coffee in the studio. Wrong! Studio magic, Ann! Studio magic!
This is where we throw you for a loop. This is where we challenge your paradigm. There's not a single drop of coffee in this studio.
Yep.
You think to yourself, these guys are bad boys. What if the green screen that was freshly painted gets besmirched by the fresh beans? No, this is about emotional coffee, and that's what we're doing every morning for you. And now we have it, the top 10 list, Jay.
Top 10 list. People are clamoring about it. People are
You're welcome.
And now is the time. If you're out there listening on the radio, this is our top 10 list. I know you're saying, what does that even mean? This is a proprietary idea that we've had to list the top 10 things in any
No
given
one's done
category.
it. We will do it. Lists are here, and now they're a new idea. They're here to stay. Jay, what is our top 10 today?
We're doing top 10 articles of clothing that you're able to wear. And Andy, give them number 10.
Number 10, of course, is the sweater. I'm wearing a black one today. It makes me feel comfortable and confident. It's slimming, and I like the way it makes me feel, whether I'm doing a night on the town or I'm in a hammock sleeping with a loved one.
I've always said nothing does it better than a sweater, and Andy has proven it right. Now, number 9. A lot of people have been saying this, socks. They are the only thing keeping your stinky shoe from your stinky feet. It is the Hakeem Olajuwon of footwear.
That's right, guys. Socks is a nice piece of little theater. Wear crazy socks to work. Fool your boss. You're a rebel. Number 8, of course, is the bow tie. It was ironic for a while, and now it's back full force, as traditional as peanut butter and jelly.
That is right. And if you don't know how to tie one, you are not worth your weight in salt, okay? You need to get out there, go to Men's Warehouse. They do a lesson on Tuesdays.
Get a funny Velcro one if you can't do that.
That's right. Number 7, and people have been saying this is the belt. Number 1 way of keeping your pants around your waist. It's the best.
The belt is so underrated, Jay. You think to yourself, most of my pants stay up without a belt. You're right. But think about that time. Think about that emasculating time where the belt wasn't there to save you, and then come back to me. But we're at number 6, and of course I'm talking about the stocking cap.
That is right. It is not just for people playing Scrooge in an old production of Christmas Carol anymore. No, sir. It is the coolest piece of fashion.
Fun fact about stocking caps, not the most sold thing to Scrooge. Wizards, they wear it under their wizard hat. Jay, number 5.
Number 5, of course, is a ball gown. Let's say you are Cinderella and you are meeting Prince Charming and you say, what should I wear? Maybe something embroidered in a shiny gold lame.
Oh, Jay, number 5, the ball gown threw me for a loop. It just is one of those things, non sequitur. I couldn't believe you said that.
I couldn't believe
Oh, man. Number 4, of course, is the visor. And I'm talking about not the ones where the golfers wear with a little slogan. I'm talking about the old seedy ones with a little green cellophane.
Yeah, if you were playing Russian roulette in a basement with a bunch of men smoking cigars, that's a cap for you.
That's right.
Number 3, and people have been clamoring for this, the fanny pack. If you find yourself as a person wearing a fanny pack, lock them down, okay?
That's right. You're never going to find a unicorn like that loves you more than someone who understands both your value and the value of cargo to go.
That's right. Hit my number 2, Andy.
Number 2, no one saw it coming. It's those new teeth jewelry, Jay. Everyone's wearing them at Coachella. It's those colorful fangs that Pink and all the other kids are wearing.
They're beautiful and good for you. At Jaguar, we want your teeth rotted out. Let your teeth rot, Jaguar. We want a bunch of gummy people. Number 1, Andy.
Where you're going, you don't need teeth. It's, of course,
the short. We are here at Jaguar Morning Show, and everyone knows we are all about that hot leg action, ladies and gentlemen. And you can't have legs if you are wearing pants.
Back when we were a humble internet show, you asked for shorts, and we're giving it to you every morning, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And it's time for Money Saver Traffic, Jay. Let's go out to the cameras.
A lot of people are saying, how is it saving me money? Avoid those problem spots, okay? We're going to get a live shot here. We're looking at I-70. Let's say you're 0.2 miles west of Silver Plume on your way towards 15th, where you're going to get on 40. And then you're going to get Doom on it up to Colorado 312, get off at Fall River Road. Then from there to Central Parkway, I-25 to 88, the 112 to Alameda.
That's right. And if you're in Parker Road down south, heading north, put the pedal to the metal. You're about to have a congestion between exits 201 and 203 that you won't soon forget. So just bypass it all, shoot up Parker Road past the Arapahoe Chinese Theater, and you'll be hearing a lickety-split.
That's right. And as I've been saying, I said, they said to me, they said, Jay, what do you want to filter it by? And I said, filter it by the highway. We're looking at I-25 at mile marker 198.25.
Yeah.
And traffic is zipping on 25.
Yeah, that's at Arapahoe. So if you were not going to leave your desk and you work in the tech center, go get yourself that little bagel sandwich, maybe at the Einstein's on Arapahoe. Just rove around Centennial till you find a banh mi that you like.
That's right, a little pocket full of a spiced meat.
Yes, a pocket full of it.
Yeah, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to wrap it up in some sort of dough and steam it. You're gonna have yourself a little dumpling.
That's right. And if you're listening to us on the FM dial, thank you for tuning in at 104.7 FM. A lot of people watch us on TV and then they jump in their U-Go and they just transfer right over to the FM's dial so that they can treat themselves to us in another venue. Okay, so we've got a lot of breaking news. Jay's in and out of the studio. There's so much. What's coming over the wire, Jay? Is it more news?
Things are going crazy out there.
Oh
Andy.
my gosh!
It is absolutely terrifying. Let me just speak for a moment. Remember, the world is. I don't know. I'm having a hard time forming my thoughts.
I'm having a hard time as well. I don't know if you've heard this one, Jay. There's a lot of talk about the new Meow Wolf in Denver. And there's going to be a Meow Wolf here. It's going to be 90,000 square feet. And there's opponents saying, hey, too much development, Meow Wolf. And then there's some people saying, bring on that art. Jay, where do you stand on Meow Wolf?
As you know, I don't like local art. I think it is a subversive medium. You're going to get a lot of people in a local art scene trying to improve the world. Possibly trying to create a better city or being inclusive of their community.
That's right.
And that's the main thing about a local art scene that I find so distressing. And so I'm always looking, because I'm wanting communities to fragment.
You want a corporation to give us art and tell us where to go with art.
And I want to
commoditize. Yeah, you want to have those characters or those golden arches that you know about.
And I know I keep bringing it up. 1984 made so many great points. Having one person at a computer creating all of the music for a society is helpful. I've said for years, I think they should release 10 songs per year. No one else should be allowed to use music. Then we are able to communicate better, and it's just one Taylor Swift, one Bieber, one rock and roll song, one summer jam, one rap tune, and then stop it. Put it all else away.
Now here's the thing. If you're watching us on JaguarMorningshow.com, please feel free to share this around the social media internets. People need to know about this show, that they can interact with us live in that chat base, not just on television, not just on the radio. We can interact with you. If you'd like to send us food at 700 Kalamath, we would love it. If it is from McDonald's, anything injected with syrup, please. Thank you.
Yes, and also just go to McDonald's right now, even if it's not for us. What a delicious, probably the best hamburger in Denver.
That's right, and throw caution to the wind, Jay, because your moon is pink and it's coming up real fresh. Did you know about that?
I'm feeling good. I felt it rising. I felt a rise. I woke up this morning, Andy, and I looked across and I opened the blinds and the sun came in and there was birds singing, and I rolled over and I said, I think today's going to be one GD beautiful day.
Thank God for it's Tuesday. I think that's what they say, and we're in the Weather Center. We have so much technology to bring to you. Not just weather from here, but weather all over the world. And of course, today it's going to be 82, Jay.
Yeah, and we bring you weather to the power of 5 because we're Storm Team 8. That's what they call me and Andy.
That's right. It's a 5 times the amount of weather jammed into 5 times less time.
Divided by 8. And remember, we were saying this first. Tomorrow there's a 100% chance of thunderstorms. There is 0 chance you will not encounter a thunderstorm tomorrow here in Denver, Colorado.
Hey, you Anglo-centric weirdos. If you're in Amman, it's going to be 8. Get out to Jordan. It's freaking 8 Celsius. It's a beautiful day.
Go to Jordan, idiot. Let's say you're in Copenhagen. You got a big old dip of some chew. It's so good, so minty, 2 degrees.
That's right. If you're in Dublin, tip in a pint. You're probably an alcoholic. Your nostalgism for beer is cool, but you probably have actual issues. Might want to get that checked out.
And that's fine. We all have issues. The Jaguar show here, we're all broken. You're broken. Andy's broken. I'm broken. Wally's broken. We're all just trying to get through life, and it's hard.
We're all so broken, but if you're like a lot of our viewers in Libya right now, it's like scorching 14 Celsius in Tripoli.
Do the math, man. It's not my fault we're stuck in 1983.
Yeah, the metric system's neat. Jay, in Texas, your homeland, where you were born and raised, where you were imprisoned briefly.
Yes, born and raised and charged with a felony. That's what I say about Texas.
You've gone through segment 2 with us. We are coming back right after this break. It's the Jaguar Morning Show. You're about to wake the F up with Jay. We're going to have a good old time. We'll see you in just a second on the other side of these commercials.
A Authoritative news, weather, sports, and traffic coverage of AM radio, great personalities, a great signal with no FM signal fade. We're Colorado's first country FM on AM, 56 KLZ.
Hi, I'm Paxton Mills, and this is my friend the Kim Chicken, and we'd like to invite you to attend Kim's 85 Scream in the Dark Haunted House. Get out of here. Scream in the Dark begins October 10th and runs through November 2nd at Celebrity Sports Center, 888 South Colorado Boulevard. Kim's Scream in the Dark Haunted House benefits the Kim Good Neighbor Fund, part of the Friends of Man charity. Scream in the Dark has over 15 rooms of fright, featuring live snakes, tarantulas, and terrifying surprises. Warning, Scream in the Dark may be yours. Goodbye now.
From Denver, Colorado to Little Rock, Arkansas. More people buy their waterbed from Big Sur Waterbeds than any other waterbed store in America.
This is the very best selection that we found anywhere.
The prices were lower here at Big Sur.
Isn't it time you made the switch to Big Sur? The Westbrook with mirror and double cupboards is just $199.99.
They really are better.
Big Sur Waterbeds, America's largest, at 5150 North Federal and I-225 in the Valley next to Levis.
To improve the classic Jaguar sedan, we studied it carefully. Gave it more glass, a crisper roofline, a more fluid shape. Jaguar Series 3, a great classic refined. Inside, superb leather seats, adjustable lumbar support, rare walnut dash and cruise control. Jaguar XJ Series 3, the first new Jaguar sedan in a decade.
You wear it well, Digester. Wear it well, Digester. It takes that color bright and bold, on tiny root beer too. That lemon lime so crystal cold, it all looks good on you. The great looking taste of Digester. Ooh, you wear it well.
The last time you had a thick, juicy charbroiled steak? Well, right now, Rancher's Beef is celebrating their grand opening in Aurora. You can get 160 pounds of USDA choice beef for only $1.29 a pound. So now's the time to stock your freezer with quality you can taste. Loins, ribs, plates, and flanks. Listen, these guys are going hog wild. With this purchase, we'll give you 80 pounds of pork and poultry absolutely free. That's 20 pounds of fresh fryers, 20 pounds of lean pork chops, 20 pounds of lean sliced bacon, and 20 pounds of smoked ham free. With Rancher's Beef Easy Payment Plan, you can get all this 240 pounds of beef, pork, and poultry for just $34.40 per month for 6 months. Now, hold on. That's not all. For the first 50 customers calling in, receiving cutting time, and opening a 90-day account with purchase, we'll throw in 60 free steaks. That's 20 ribeyes, 20 New York strips, and 20 filet mignons. Call Rancher's Beef now at 680-8555. Rancher's Beef, 15132 East Hampton and Chambers, south of I-225 and the Parker exit. Major credit cards are accepted or 90 days, same as cash, no interest.
Boom, boom, chop, boom, 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 chop. Boom, boom, chop, boom, 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 chop. Boom, boom, chop, boom, 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 chop. Now, I got a couple things I need to talk about. Number one, Mutiny is not my favorite coffee. It is just a coffee. I'm being told right now that Mutiny Information Cafe and Broadway and Ellsworth only exists. It does exist. I'm getting full confirmation that Mutiny Coffee is their coffee. It is coffee. They do have coffee. But I do not have an opinion on it. Up to this point right now, everything's been going so normal right now, and I'm here to knock it off the rails. All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm sticking a stick of dynamite right up my frog's ass. I'm lighting it, and then at the end of it, baby, all I want you to remember is that, yes, of course, you are worth it. You're beautiful. Everything about you is perfect. Your eyes are so lovely. Your hair is so soft. Every choice that you made is the right choice for you. A lot of times you question. You say, what about this? What about that? What about the other? What about the middle? What about the top? What about the bottom? What if I was wrong? What if I went left? I should have gone right. What if I could have done better? What if I could have made a decision that saved someone's life? What if I recycled more? What if I were to drive a Prius? What if I've been a terrible person for my whole life and every decision I've made is garbage? What if love isn't real and let me give you a hypothetical. You fall asleep in a jungle. And then you wake up in the middle of the night and you think that you're thrown up in your mouth. But but then it turns out that your mouth is just full of jungle bugs. And you have to spit them all out. They're just climbing around in your mouth because they were looking for liquid. And you say to yourself, can it get any worse than this? Dear God, can it get any worse than this? And you scream out to heaven. And you scream out and you say, why? Why, God, have you made life so hard? Why have you made it so hard for me to be what I know I'm supposed to be? Why have you put these obstacles in front of me? Why have you challenged me at every course? Why is it so hard? And I think that the thing you need to remember is that resistance breeds strength. I want you to be strong. I want you to embrace you. Breathe in. And you breathe out. The good in. And the bad out. And the good in. Because the world's not going to meet you halfway. Alright, you're going to have to run this race yourself. You're going to have to get out there and you're going to have to take it and you're going to grab life by the balls, man. You're going to grab life by the balls, man, and own it. You need to own it. You need to be true to you. You need to be true to the person inside of you. When you go to sleep at night, you don't answer to anybody. Nobody else's opinion of your life matters even in the least, even remotely. You alone control your destiny. Have respect for the love and the life that you were given. It's so short. It's so short. We only have a few years on this planet. And we only have a few hours on this TV channel. And so if you're out there and you're wondering what you need to be doing, find the people that you care about and tell them you love them. Tell your mom, I love you very much. Thank you for raising me. Call your grandparents at any point. Your grandparents could die and you will no longer have those grandparents. Tell them you love them. If you have children, gather your children up in a big old beach towel and wrap them up and dry them off from the lake. Take the whole family to a fun lake day and maybe you grill up some hot dogs because the world is just, it's so scary and hard. And all you can do is look for one tiny moment of joy every day. And if you can help, the most important thing you can do, and I've said this about J.A.G.U.A.R since the beginning, if you can bring one person joy, you have succeeded. And J.A.G.U.A.R bringing it for everybody. The J.A.G.U.A.R format is such an inclusive format, and that's what's so important. In this day, people are trying to divide us. People are trying to, it's left versus right. It's rich versus poor. It's black versus white. It's the liberals versus the Republicans. It's the House versus the Senate. You know, family against family. You know, it's gang violence and it's the drug epidemic and global warming and ISIS and Al-Qaeda and cholesterol. and people are fighting in the streets. And people are shooting guns off. And people don't know what to do anymore. Everyone's lost. Everyone's lost. And the J.A.G.U.A.R show aimed. And we fall short. We're human. We are human beings. We fall short. But our aim here at the J.A.G.U.A.R Morning Show is to unite the world. Is to unite the country under one umbrella of J.A.G.U.A.R. Under one umbrella of love. And if we can do that, if for 1 second enemies clasp hands and can see each other through the garbage, there's so much clouding our vision, our eyes, the scales on our eyes are, it is so hard. And what happens is, people, when both parents are working, it's so hard, they get home and they're tired. And the family unit is struggling, and everyone is poor. Even rich people are poor, and no one knows the meaning of the word love anymore. And the J.A.G.U.A.R Morning Show is your definition for a pago. We are here to bring you the knowledge that will lead you into tomorrow. Today's already over. It's 10:37 in the morning. May 1st is wasted. It's over. You're done. May 1st is done. You're done.
Sorry, Mayday. Mayday, your Mayday is over.
Tomorrow is May 2nd. Okay? Tomorrow is May 2nd. I want you to wake up. I want you to wake up. I want you to look at the person in bed beside you, and I want you to look at them and say, thank you for being here and making my life better. And if that person that's in bed with you isn't making your life better, kick him out. Get it out
with it. You have too long of a day to put up with people who aren't feeding you in a way that makes your soul want to do backflips on the way to eating flapjacks.
That's right. You're going to be dead in less than 10 years. And so you do not want to waste...
That's math.
That's math. You don't want to waste that time with somebody that doesn't make you sing.
We all see that life is garbage and all those things, but if you're only going to operate from a place of cynicism, you are basically eliminating all joy. You're eliminating your true self, which is a kid in the sandbox trying to make a friggin' sandcastle, you idiots. Have some humility for once.
And I think that speaks to my next point, which is life is, of course, what we make it. We make it now. Life is, of course, what we make it. What we make it. And today, we're making it beautiful. Today, we're making it glorious. We're singing a song. We're singing a song of praise to the world. I was driving here this morning, Andy.
Yeah.
Driving here down 36, I-25. And the sun was coming up here on the east, and I could see the Denver skyline, and Prince's Purple Rain was playing on my stereo car system.
I'm doing this because if you remember, Jay drives 10 and 6.
10 and 6 with just the thumbs. And as Prince launched into a solo, you know that first solo?
Oh, I love that solo.
And the sun came out, the rays of the sun, and they hit me, and I looked up and I said, today, Andy, today is going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day, Andy. A beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day, Andy. Beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day, Andy. A beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day, Andy. And then, of course, my nose started bleeding, as it often does. The closer I feel to heaven, the more likely the different blood vessels inside my head are to pop. A lot of people call that an aneurysm. I call it a good time. And I'm here though. I'll show up. You can't stop me. Jaguar Morning Show is without a doubt the most elusive, unmutable, untamable creature in the world. They can't stop me. They come running in. I see every episode the producers come running in all frantic at some point and they say, Jay! You can't say that! And I look at them like this and I go, and then I come right back here. You know what I say?
What do you say,
Mutiny Cafe does exist!
A Mutiny Cafe has a coffee!
Mutiny Cafe does have coffee! No one can deny that. They can say it's neither good nor bad. They can say Jay has no opinion on it. To those people I say,
it's
coffee does exist. It is coffee.
I coffee, therefore I am.
That's right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring a little bit of bass into it. Uh-oh. As you know, I used to be a member of the greatest punk band of all time.
Oh yes, Jay, tell us about your band days.
Blink-182.
Oh, twist!
I'm just kidding.
Oh boy, they've got a new record coming.
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Slow it down. I'm bringing the drums out.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna go just bang. Pubis.
Release your pubis.
Pubis. Release your pubis. Pubis. Breathe through your pubis. Your pubis. Now the pubis is the middle. The pubis is the left and right. The pubis is the top of the mountain. Pubis genocide. Pubis in the eyes of heaven. Pubis in the Lord of your mouth. Pubis in the cord plugged into the wall in the socket now. Pubis is the color green the tree that grows. Pubis in the sky that shoots a comet glows and not alive. Pubis in the sunlight shining, sunflowers and moon and stars. Pubis is the monkey jumping branch to branch, tree to tree. Now, pubis is a cave that dug so deep inside ground and earth. Pubis stalactites like mine growing from the ground. It's like pubis is a hole that goes so deep that you can't see the bottom. Pubis is a shoe that fits so well you think you've seen a heaven. Pubis is a curtain drawn across an empty stage. Pubis is a man that taught you how to live your life better. Pubis is a color and a shape and a number and an equation. Pubis is math and love. Pubis is the Lord. Pubis is the mountaintop. Pubis is the valley green beneath. Pubis just like Johnny Cash. Pubis just like Mavis Staples. Pubis just like Hedwig now. And Pubis just like Kingdom Come. Pubis King Kong. Pubis boa constrictor now. Pubis is sunglasses. A pubis in a rainstorm. A pubis is a river flowing. A pubis is a river otter now. A pubis is a canyon growing. Pubis is an apple bitten up. A pubis is a poem. An epic poem is sung to the Lord now. Pubis is Homer's Odyssey. And pubis is, of course, Beatrice. Pubis is every single street in Denver and in Littleton, of course. Pubis is a beard, a mustache, or pubis is clean shaven. Pubis is an arm so strong that it can lift you up from out of death. Pubis prospers. Pubis denies. Pubis, of course, baffles sound and dampens it. Pubis is a color. Color. Pubis is a way of life. 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 Now pubis. And pubis now. And pubis. Pubis now. And pubis. Pubis now. Pubis. And pubis now. We need to take a minute. Take a minute, Andrew.
Take a minute.
I want you to look at these people.
Yes.
And I want you to tell them. Now I'm gonna leave. This is your time.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes.
Okay.
What I want you to do is I want you to look at these people. There's 100,000 Denver people right now, and they're all looking at you, Andy.
All right.
They're all looking at you, and they're saying, "What does Andy think? What does Andy think about the pubis?" What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this drum beat. I'm just gonna fill into another part. You're gonna hear it's gonna be a drum roll, and when that drum roll starts, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna leave you alone. You alone with the people. What I want you to do is I want you to tell them what you think about it.
My pubis is trigonometry. My pubis is medicine. My pubis is my first turtle that my grandma Harriet gave me. My pubis, what the hell is my pubis? I think we all know. My pubis is my relationship with the Lord. And of course I'm talking about Jesus Christ. And of course I'm talking about how my pubis is also the first treehouse I ever had. And my pubis is also the first pogo stick that I couldn't jump on because I didn't have the coordination. My pubis is also the game Moncala where you're making the little gems go around the board. My pubis is the first time I ever even conceived of putting on a record and gyrating my hips.
That's right. 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 Pubis is life. 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 Pubis is life now. And a lot of people come to me and they say, "Jag, what do you think about it? What do you think about the pubis? What do you think about the pubis, Jag? What do you think about that pubis?" And I said, I think about it a lot. I'm putting a lot of thought into this. Put a lot of thought into the pubis. A lot of sort of different thoughts into it. I spend a lot of time thinking about the pubis. I often stare down at the pubis, put my eyes on that pubis. Sometimes I open my mouth real wide like a snake and take that whole pubis into my mouth. I like to feel that pubis as it crosses the threshold of my lips. The pubis crosses the thin red line of my teeth. The pubis rests softly upon my tongue. The pubis enters the cavern of my throat. The pubis is, of course, a metaphor. A metaphor for everything that's ever happened to you. The pubis is revolutionary. There's at least a good shot that the pubis is going to be the answer. And there's an even better shot, of course, that the pubis is the question. A lot of people come to me and they say, Jay, where in America is there room for the pubis? And those people I say, right here, right now. If you don't make room for the pubis isn't going to make room for you. If you don't offer a comfortable chair for the pubis will not offer a comfortable chair for you. If you don't snap a photograph of the pubis will not snap a photograph of you. If you don't go to the ophthalmologist, get your pubis checked out, the pubis will not go to the ophthalmologist and get you.
Let your ophthalmologist look at your pubis.
The pubis, of course, is an acronym. The P, everyone knows what the P stands for because that's so easy. It stands for public.
Public, P, public, pubis.
Pubis, P, public, P, pubis. You're going to want to learn that. Every good boy deserves pubis. Everyone knows that.
Every good boy deserves pubis.
Every good boy deserves pubis. That's how you learn the metric, the music scale. As you can see here, there are many versions of reality. Time is a flat circle. And as we skate across that icy plane, okay, I feel like I'm losing some of you here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down, Jay.
Because a lot of you people don't understand in even the slightest, most unremarkable way the power of the pubis. You wake up in the morning, you a lot of pubis deniers out there, Andy.
A lot of people aren't ready to accept what the pubis does for them.
What you're going to want to do is you're going to go out to your yard. You're going to want to find a small rock, okay? Just find a little tiny rock, okay? Just a teensy tiny rock. This is my rock. You find your own rock. There's rocks everywhere. It's the world, and it's full of rocks.
That's right, Jay.
Once you find this rock, I want you to look at it. You spend some time reflecting on it. You think about what this rock means. You think about why does this rock even exist? Why was this rock put into my life? What could it possibly mean? Why would this rock right here be deserving of spending this much time being discussed on this television show? A lot of you are waking up, you're saying, okay, I'm tuned into Denver Open Media, and what I'm seeing is I'm hearing a bass line, and I'm seeing a man holding a rock and talking about it in a way that makes me think that this rock is important. But I personally don't see the importance of this rock, or see the value of this rock, or see why this rock deserves sort of the attention that it's getting. And to those people I say, it's not on me to explain the world to you. There's a lot of books, the internet exists, and you can find out why this rock's important. But I'm going to give you a little secret, I'm going to give you a little hint on why this rock's important to you. It's not important to you. This rock's important to me, okay? And what you can do, find your own rock. There's rocks here and there. There's rocks that use them to decorate. They use them to paint. There's pet rocks. There's all kinds. And out there, you can find one that matters to you and to other people. To other people out there, your rock is meaningless. No one else holds any value in this rock, but this rock is mine, and it matters to me. And so what I've done is I've accepted that, and I've sort of owned that, and I've said, yes, I will keep you, and I will take care of you, and I will cherish you, for you are mine, for you are my rock, and I thank you for that. All right.
Feel that bass, Jay?
Dude, you're doing real good. Cause pubis is life. A pubis is life.
A pubis is everything.
The pubis, of course, is life.
Just like the Big Bang Theory, the pubis came before all of us.
The Big Bang Theory is Jared Padalecki is pubis. Michelle Indegachikello is pubis. John Mellencamp, of course, is pubis. Tracy Chapman, as I'm sure you're aware, is pubis. Karen O of the Yeah, of course, is pubis. Andrew Lloyd Webber, I'm sure you know, is pubis. Johnny Converse, the inventor of Converse shoes.
Oh, Johnny Converse.
Pubis. Michael B. Jordan.
Jeff Adidas from Adidas.
Yep, Jeffrey P. Adidas. All day he dreams about soccer. Fred Durst, of course, is pubis.
Gary Fila.
Gary Fila. Gary Newman, who sang the song Cars, of course, is pubis. Michelle Branch, pubis.
Michelle Branch's other brand, the Wreckers, also pubis.
Nathaniel Ratcliffe and the Night Sweats, all pubis.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's all pubis.
What do you think those night sweats are about? You think they don't involve the pubis somehow? Shut up.
No, every time we're getting word from our producers who are coming here.
Jake says mesmerizing.
Ooh, Jake, well, you're not wrong. Thank you for understanding that you're in a surrealist snow globe of discovery, of vulnerability, and breaking through.
Yeah.
Running through the tape.
Yeah, the world offers a lot of barriers to you, to your personal journey with it. And, you gotta remember that you're worth it. You're worth the effort that it takes to make your life what you want it to be. We changed up the baseline a little bit. I'm gonna change it up again to this is number 44 right here. You ready for it?
Yep, here we go, Jay. Change it up.
You can see my pubis, feel my pubis, you can taste my pubis, see my pubis, you can feel my pubis, look at my pubis when my pubis sees you. My pubis sees you. You was looking at my pubis kept on looking back, you're looking at my pubis kept on looking back, you're looking at my pubis kept on looking back, my pubis of course is looking right back at you. Every time you look at my pubis looks at you.
Every time you look at my pubis looks at you.
Every time you look at my pubis.
You just have to keep making eye contact. And Jay makes such a good point. We're in the middle of this long, crazy journey, and if you're not letting people that you trust, like your ophthalmologist, look at your pubis, how will you be able to confront your very own pubis?
There's a pubis in the jungle. The pubis in the jungle is hunting. There's a pubis in the jungle and he's sniffing the air. There's a pubis in the jungle and he's chasing a leopard. There's a pubis in the jungle and he's looking at the sky. Pubis in the jungle with the big black eyes. Pubis in the jungle like a draft to jump in. Pubis in the jungle and he's not just singing now. Pubis in the jungle and he gotta get crazy now. Pubis in the jungle
and we're getting a master's degree. Pubis in the jungle and we're going back to community college. Pubis in the jungle and we go back to high school.
There's a
pubis in the jungle and go back to middle school.
There's a
pubis in the jungle and go back to elementary school.
There's a
pubis in the jungle and you go back to preschool. Pubis in the jungle, you're a baby. Pubis in the jungle, you're a fetus. Pubis in the jungle, you're just an egg and a sperm. Pubis in the jungle, you're the intention of life.
Pubis in the jungle, it's a big bang theory. Pubis in the jungle and the cymbals go crash. Pubis in the jungle and we gotta find the answer. Pubis in the jungle and we're just looking. Pubis. 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 Pubis.
Hey, Lewis, release your pubis.
Hey, Johnny.
Release your pubis.
Hey, Karen.
Release your pubis. Hey, Terrence. Release your pubis.
Hey, Tomboat. Release your pubis.
Hey, Gardenia. Please release your pubis.
Hey, Samuel Clemens. Please do me a favor and release your pubis.
Anyone else writing down under a pen name? Release your pubis.
Bracco and Michelle, please release your pubis.
J.A.G.U.A.R from the old Greek workout guy, release your pubis.
Anyone that visited Coachella, please do me one favor and release your pubis.
If you're going to Grand Doozy, release your pubis.
If you were born in Grand Junction or along the Front Range, just go ahead and release your pubis.
If you were born in a country we don't even know about, release your pubis.
Let's say you live inside of a Chrysler Pacifica with 7,433 miles on it, release your pubis.
You probably got air conditioning. Turn it on or crack a window. You need to breathe.
Yeah. Let's say you just started a TV show and it's already the most popular TV show in the world. Do me one favor, release your pubis.
Here's something to think about. There's only a few more minutes of the show. Release your pubis.
Let's say, hypothetically, you had the inclination to give your opinion on a type of coffee. Shut up and release your pubis.
If you think you're not in a chrysalis right now, and you can't become a butterfly, you should definitely release your pubis.
Let's say
because you can do both of those things.
Yeah, a pupa or
Larva.
honeycomb. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's say you've recently been stung by a bee. Release your pubis.
Here's the thing. There's only 2 minutes left of the show, but there's so much left of the week.
Yeah.
And when Jay and I send you into the world, we want you to know a couple things. One is that Jaguar will be here again on 104.7 FM, Xfinity 57, CenturyLink 8809 on this Thursday. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday. That's the first thing we want you to know.
You keep saying Xfinity, it's on Comcast.
Well, Xfinity is owned by Comcast, whatever. It's literally okay. It's Xfinity Comcast 57, okay? It's the big one, whatever it's called now.
You know what I have to say to
Spectrum?
that? You know what I have
It
to say
doesn't
to that?
matter what it's called.
Unique Coffee is the best coffee in the
You
whole
can't
thing.
say it. It just exists.
Take me off the internet. Take me off the internet.
JaguarMorningShow.com. You can always watch on our stream. You can rewatch episodes. You can tell people. You can tag us. God, not enough tags this week. But we're ending the show.
I'm not. I'm going to keep going.
That's the challenge.
We're going off the air. That's the word. But I'm going to keep screaming in this studio until they forcibly remove me.
Thank you to Elise Kerns.
Yes.
Thank you to Ben Kronberg.
Oh, yes.
Thank you to our incredible crew. Thank you, Denver Open Media. Thank you for the burps I'm having. Thank you for the coffee burps.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and consume the rest of the day like there's no tomorrow. Jay, what are you going to do?
I am going to go out there. I'm going to find myself a little patch of sunlight, a little patch of happiness, and I'm just going to breathe it in. I just want to greet, before we go, I just want to say hi to Sarah June.
Thank you,
We
Sarah
love you so
June.
much.
Without you, Sarah June, we are nothing.
Yes.
We couldn't have springboarded from the tiny little trampoline into the big boy diving board without you.
It would have been impossible. And so you are the glue that is holding this sandwich together. We are the meat, you're the bread, we are the cheese.
Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on Facebook. Get all the information. You need to be up to speed. Jaguar will be back with you this Thursday, May 3rd, 9 to 11, and every Tuesday and Thursday moving forward on the radio and the television and our stream at JaguarMorningShow.com. Thank you so much to our special guests. Thank you so much to you. Thank you so much to your grandfather and your grandmother.
The day is just beginning. Go out there, take what you've learned from us, and just plant those seeds. Take a little seed and put it in the soil with your little finger and just push it down.
Every waterfall starts with a single drop, and this one's made of applesauce. We'll see you on the other side Thursday. Bye!
Andy says bye. I'm going to take 1 second. And I'm going to secret. I'm going to tell you a little secret right now while it's just us. And I'm never going to give up on you. And me and you are going to go all the way. We're going to find it. We're going to put it in our pocket. We're going to shine it up. We're going to make it something super duper special. Tim Jaguar boys are going to be there for you. Have a good morning, and we'll see you on Thursday. Comcast Channel 57. We're on the radio.